Hello and welcome once again to RimWorld. Now, in the last episode we left off with some of our guys pretty badly beaten up, and most of them still bleeding. Ophelia, you're our other doctor, aren't you? Oh, awesome, you're there. Already healing, so speed time up and let you carry on with that. No. There are people that are badly injured. Can you tend to them? No resting for you. Especially with our only other doctor in bed with you. Well, not quite with you, but... anyway. So we'll get everyone treated, hopefully. No, not resting. Reserved by Nadine. Well, Nadine, you're meant to be in bed too. Rest until healed. Stop being silly, woman. I realise that you want to tend to people because they're all injured, but you kinda need tending to yourself. Otherwise you're just going to bleed to death. No, don't bother feeding her yet. Tend to Nadine next. Stop everyone bleeding before you worry about them starving to death, eh? Oh, Brio's fully healed. Lovely. Right, now she's feeding meals to people. Yeah, that's fine. Because I believe now everyone has actually got stitched up. Yeah. Good. That's the important bit. Now, I was having a look at what I'm actually going to do with my new sort of automation stuff, and looking at it, it's just so complicated the way, because I've got my base set up as I have, it's going to be really hard to actually organise it in a new fashion so that I can incorporate the pullers and conveyor belts and everything else. So I was thinking of what else I could do. And I've also got the problem of metal is getting to the point of being very rare on my map. I mean, I've dug through two of the sort of three main mountain ranges. Well, I suppose you could count this as the third one as well, being dug through. There's not a lot of metal or components left on this map to find, so I'm not sure what to do next. And then it hit me. Why don't I just move? There's a whole world out here that I can move to. I mean, look. We did make a full... well, I say a full world. We made like a 30% world. So, it's not like there's not enough space. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want to move far. So I had a quick look round on the road that we've already got here, and there's mountain ranges here, there's one in the road itself, and we could just sort of take one or two people, set up a colony there, then bring those people home to sort of the main colony, and then send resources and supplies to build a base. And we could literally like build a new base over here or here. And I kind of like that idea. I mean, it would give us a brand new map to work with, but we'd have all our current people, all the resources we've already accumulated from here, we could send over slowly. So, yeah. That's kind of my thinking, and once we've taken everything from this map, we can just abandon the colony. So that is what I'm thinking of doing. Don't get me wrong, it's going to take a few episodes to actually get that far, because obviously I've got to send a scout over here to look at these places, decide whether I want my colony there. I've got to set up a way to actually transfer the resources, because, yeah, I could just send colonists to and fro. So say I chose this as my new colony. I'd have to send umpteenth caravans from there to there, hauling supplies. Well, that's long-winded. So instead, why don't I just build some of these pod launchers? So, a fueling pod for launching one transport pod. Pod launchers can be launched as a group, but the launchers must be placed adjacent to each other. So what I'm thinking is, we set a few of these up in here, just like that, and then next to it we load all the pods, and then we just fill the pods up with the resources that we're going to need, you know. So we launch over there with a temporary shelter's worth of materials, like a bit of wood, some food, use that to build the temporary shelter, then head back, and then we just launch the rest of our materials and slowly build up a colony there. And when we get to the point of, you know, most of our stuff's gone and we're actually moving more of our people, we could disassemble most of this base, take, you know, the stuff that can be just uninstalled, we uninstall and send over. But the stuff that can't be uninstalled, we just take apart, take the resources, send it over. So, yeah, that is pretty much what I'm planning to do now. I am going to send all my stuff over to somewhere else. So I'm going to get these 3 built, and put some pods on there, and first see how much they can carry and things like that, but also I might use these as a quick way to send people over to explore different areas. Obviously, I'm going to have to include food and stuff for them to get back. But if we're talking about sending them over to sort of here or here, it's not going to take them very long to walk back. So I'm not too worried about that. But this whole mountain range, you know, from... I don't think we can settle too close to this village. I think it's got to be like a tile away. So from like there, all of these that are right next to the road, we could possibly settle in. And that would give us a new mountain to dig out for iron and things like that, or steel. New mountain to dig out components, so on and so forth. So yeah, I think that's probably the best idea for my colony. And then I've got a completely blank slate where I can build with automation in mind. So I can literally build with the whole thing of, oh, we're going to have automated rollers here, there and everywhere to sort of make things easy for me so I don't have to do it myself. So, yeah. Now, whether I'm going to set up a colony with like 1 or 2 people and slowly build it up and have both colonies running at the same time for a little while, depends. I can do that. It will just be a little complicated. But yeah. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of that plan. I'm hoping you guys are on board with it, because I think it will be interesting. It will certainly present new logistical challenges, you know, trying to build in like 2 locations, have like 2 colonies running at one point. If you could prioritise building that, please, I'd appreciate it. Because I want to get one of these set up, at least, so I can see what it's like. Because though I have played RimWorld for like 100 hours or more, I've never actually built one of these. And so I've never used one. So it's going to be interesting just seeing how it's actually used and how it works. So yeah. All of our people are now up and walking around again, so that's good. No long-lasting effects of being shot several times. Use scythers. Yeah, I did set it to remove the blades if you've got them. So can you prioritise getting rid of these things, please? Because I am sick of them on my map. Just my whole colony going out and modifying them. Wow. But that's sorting them out now, so they're all dead and I can start getting some metal off them. Oh, and you've been finished. Awesome. So, max distance. To be honest, max distance 10 tiles. I suppose we'll set it to 20 just because. But then our guys will fill that up, hopefully. Right. We want a transport pod. Brio. Can you prioritise working on that, please, mate? Get that built and we'll see what it's like. Damn, our wolves are eating all of our meals at the moment. Slightly annoying. Tell you what. No, there's no point, is there? I was going to set kibble to be able to go in there, but it doesn't matter if they're not actually making the kibble. Does it use all the fuel, no matter how far it's launching, or... I have no idea. One component. Wow, this place is a mess. I really need people to clean up. And done. Awesome. So, load launch group of... Oh, so I can build one there as well, and then it's in a group, because these are connected. Nice. Launcher has no fuel. So, can I get people to... There we go. Prioritise reloading that with fuel, please. And thankfully, we're making an awful lot of fuel because we have a ridiculous amount of trees. Oh no! A blight has just destroyed my crops. Well, damn you. Right, so that's got that done. So, load launch pod. Oh, so this thing has a max of 150 kilos. Okay. So depending on who I put in there will depend on what I load in. Okay. So I could load, say, all of that 400 and that only equates for 5 grams. Or 5.6 of the kilograms that equates to by the looks of it. So if I loaded it with all of the hay, I wouldn't be able to. Okay. Oh right, I could load 10,000 of the hay and that would be fully loaded. Right. So then technically I could load... I suppose the people are... Ah look, I could fit both of these people, Wilfred and Ophelia, in this one drop pod. Nice. So yeah, depending on what you do, I mean, look, I could literally send like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could send 8 wolves and dogs in one pod. That's kind of awesome, actually. That is awesome. So then we could load it with all the items we've got. The stone chunks weigh quite a lot. Then again, we wouldn't really need to take a lot of the stone chunks with us. Nor a lot of the inventory, although, wow, 2 hats. Oh, it's 70G, so yeah, that's barely anything. So I could load most of my stuff without much problem. That's pretty awesome, actually. So yeah, my plan to launch things with these is even better now, because that's doable. That's awesome. So what I really want is my meal sources to get back up high enough to make some survival meals and stuff. At which point I can launch 1 or 2 people with this pod to one of these 2 locations to have a look at it, and if it's good enough, I'll settle as a colony, and then yeah, we'll start moving things over. Of the 2, I'm more likely to go for this one, just of these 2, because that has slate in it, and I want slate because I think slate blocks look the best of walls and stuff like that. Well, okay then. I think I've found a destination. Whether it'll be a nice enough place to actually settle, I don't know. Excuse me. We will find out. But yeah, I want a few survival meals and stuff done, so that when we go there, we'll be able to walk back. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to pause real quick. Needed to cough a lot. Oh, that's light receptor. Oh yes, at some point we will craft a bionic eye. Although we don't need to anymore, do we? Because the person that I was going to put the eye into died. Yeah. Well, I'll just have a spare eye laying around. I'm sure someone will need it at some point. Ooh. So they've got S.A.L. They're willing to give S.A.L. back. Fine. You had your leg shot off. That sucks for you. Your intellectual... You weren't very good, were you? Now I remember why I let them steal you. Because you're rubbish. Oh well, never mind. It's another colonist, and we can always do with another colonist. Let's set your work schedule back up, S.A.L. Oh, it's actually still there from the last time. Oh, you couldn't even haul or clean. Wow, yeah, I remember why we let them nick you now. You are beyond rubbish. Okay, never mind. Well, I can actually think of a use for S.A.L. He's the new scout to the other locations. Seriously, did you immediately go and equip a power armor helmet? My god. You're a melee person, aren't you? I believe. I did just look, yeah, melee, and you're a brawler, so you'll get the ump if I give you anything other than a melee weapon. Of which I don't think I have any melee weapons left. Oops. You're good at melee, but you don't mind if you've got something else equipped. So can you go and equip that assault rifle, please? Thank you. And Isran, go and equip the spear. There we go. At least he'll have some use. Yeah, I'm liking the whole transporter pod thing. Right, Gundozer, you're awake. Can you prioritise modifying that thing? Born, prioritise that one. Let's clear these things out. You want 3,500 rice. How much rice do we have? Literally 3,500 rice. So we could do that, and we've got 1,100 potatoes, but we've just had a blight. So we're not... No, I don't want to lose all of my food. Though that would be awesome for 9,000 silver. Considering we just spent a load of our silver on Isran to get him back. Probably wasn't worth it, but... No, as I say, I'm not gonna... While that would be an awesome thing... Oh, everyone's coming together to celebrate Bourne and Blizzard's marriage. Brilliant. Andreas, wake up, man. Get to the wedding. Ophelia, get to the wedding. There's a wedding in process. I'm pretty sure all of my colonists are now there. Yeah. Are you already dead? No. There is a thing to shut it down, but right. And party afterwards. Hey, at least they're choosing one of the best rooms and one of the only rooms that doesn't seem to have blood all over it. We are cleaning slowly, but I mean, there's even blood in this reactor room. Who even goes in here? Nice. Everyone's happy. So they all just got a boost there from going to the wedding. And then Gundozer immediately goes to the hospital. It's like, yeah, lovely wedding. Bye now. Hospital. I still love the way this thing is working. It's still very manual, but it's still awesome. Oh, some cloth. Why, thank you. Just what we've always needed. Some cloth. So, how many meals do we have? 116. Load. Isran. There you are. And some food. We'll give you 3 days worth. Alright, 3.8, because that's how long it's going to take to rot as well. So, there we go. Oh, nice. Yeah, so Isran should pick up the required meals and then we can launch him. Let's go through our animals very quickly. No, Bard. You only get the animal you're bonded to. No more. Oh, what's up with you? Utopia. Oh, your spine was shattered. I'm so sorry. But we have no use for a wolf that can't walk or anything. I'm really sorry about that, Utopia. Untick those. Yeah. Right. Isran. Awesome, he's finished loading. So, launch! There! Brilliant! Oh. So all we could do is settle. You know what? Settle. Let's see what we get. Wow, massive lake in the middle. Massive area to build in a mountain there. Bit of a mountain there. And, I mean, if we don't like this, we can always abandon it. To be honest, I'm not liking it too much. I mean, yeah, it's got a really nice mountain to dig into, but there's not a lot of room outside of the mountain where I can build, like, grow houses and stuff like that. I'm just not liking it that much. So, no. No, I think it is the response I've got for this. I'm not settling here. So on my way home, I will settle this area and see if it's any better. So, form a caravan. No. Hang on. Zones, stockpile. There we go. Just need to register that as mine. I do apologise for coughing a lot at the moment. I've got a bit of a chest infection and stuff, which is driving me up the wall. Right. Take all of the meals and leave on a southeasterly direction. Yes, I know he's only got 3 days worth of food. That's fine. Oh wow, we got a colony in. We got traders in both places. That's funny. Righto. So I can run 2 colonies at once. Whether it's a good idea or not is debatable, but like it might cause slowdowns and stuff like that. So probably best not to do it all the time, but for the moment, especially if I'm planning to move completely, I don't think it's a bad idea. Right, transport pod, just there. Caravan is ready. Excellent. Right, so you head to there, and this area we will abandon. Now, abandoning a colony doesn't mean you can never build there again. It doesn't mean that you know, the area is destroyed completely. Your buildings and stuff like that will be, because the map is generated as you settle. So I could settle there again and the map might be different. I'm not sure if it would work off the same like seed. But yeah. So I mean, I could technically leave this area, abandon it, come back, and if it worked off the same seed, the map would be like it was at the very start of the game. But I don't want to do that. Right. Trade. And I would drag this episode on a little bit longer than normal because I want to see this next area. Okay. Do you have anything of particular interest to me? Mostly you've just got hats and clothes. So nothing of major interest really to me. And we can sell all of our random hides like always. You do have steel, which I will buy all of. Because buying steel is always a good thing. I'd say you don't want to buy... Yeah, chem fuel we don't want to buy. Yeah, so with selling all the random hides, the cow skin as well will sell, thank you. We'll just keep our cloth, alpaca wool and devil strand. So even with buying all the steel, they're going to give us money. Well, thank you very much. Kelly, rather than just running back empty-handed, how about you take the steel with you? Always a good plan. With that, we can build these two pods, I think. How are you doing? You've barely left that area. Okay, I was going to hang around, but it looks like it's going to take him quite a while to actually travel to his destination. So I will call the episode here, guys. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you next time.